Gravity is definitely one of the movies that I like to refer to as a I am never going to do that type of movie. It's the movie that ensures that I will never do whatever it is showing as an occupation. I will never be an astronaut. That is never going to happen. Gravity is directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Probably said that absolutely incorrectly, but what can I say? I am not from his country. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I apologize. I'm American and I'm stupid. And it stars Sandra Bullock and George Clooney as two astronauts who are doing some repairs to a satellite who encounter some horrific debris that causes everything to go completely wrong, and now they're falling off structure. They're floating in space. They're trying to get to another satellite so they can hopefully launch home. And this entire 90-minute movie is essentially about a struggle to try to get out of space and into Earth. This movie has some of the best special effects I have ever seen, ever. The opening shot is an incredible blend of CGI to be able to make it look like this incredible one-take wonder that just blew my mind. This is a movie that is a strict thriller. I mean, this is a thrill ride of a movie from start to finish. It is so well directed. This movie looks beautiful. The CGI is absolutely stunning. It was completely convincing. The 3D is also very impressive. You just really felt as if Sandra Bullock and George Clooney are up there floating around and you're with them. There are so few takes in this movie, very long takes of people floating around. The camera pans around large structures and the people are, interacting with it. It's very visually stunning. One of the best parts of this movie is also a real perspective as if you are there. You really feel as if you are in that suit sometimes. There's even a lot of first-person shots where you can see like Sandra Bullock's hands trying to climb up a rope or something, and you really feel as if you are in that suit having a hard time breathing. And there are parts of the movie that actually gave me that weird stomach feeling like you're kind of losing gravity when you go over a large hill in your car and you get that one little second of no gravity where your stomach kind of lurches up. A lot of moments like that in this movie where I was just like, grab onto something, hurry up, grab onto something, just grab on it. Sandra Bullock is really terrific in this movie. This is definitely a good showcase for her acting because she seems to be the one who's always in the most trouble in this movie out of the two characters, and she did a really good job, I would say. Clooney didn't have quite as much to do in this movie simply because he is that guy that's always like, I'm going to keep my cool right now. He was the guy there to always keep Sandra Bullock cool because she was the one who was more fearful and more nervous and seemingly always in more danger. So he didn't have as much to do as a character. You didn't learn as much about him as a character. Sandra Bullock is the character that gets the most attention in this movie, the most backstory. And so you care most about her in this movie, which is obviously their goal. It's not like they didn't give Clooney enough stuff to work with. They were definitely more focused on Bullock as a character, and she did a great job in this movie. There's also some interesting themes in this movie that are largely told through imagery and visuals that you kind of don't necessarily pick up on if you're just watching the movie and thinking, oh, Sandra Bullock's floating around and hope she makes it back. There are a lot of different underlying themes in this movie for sure, and if you're a discerning viewer, I think you'll pick up on them. My only real issue with the movie is that there are times where the movie tries to be more emotional than I think the script warrants, because this is a straight up thriller, okay? It's not science fiction. This is very realistic. In space, they have all the various things, and I'm sure they did a ton of research to get certain things correct. You really just feel like these are two people trying to struggle to survive, and that aspect of the movie is brilliant. But I think whenever the screenplay tries to get into a more emotional character building moment, that it falters a bit because there's no time for that really in the movie. There's not much time for character build up, and so it's a little hard to feel that close to the characters. You're really just like, wow, I feel like I'm there right now, and that's kind of what makes you feel close to it. Gravity is an intense movie that I really enjoyed. I'm going to give it an A-. I think that it is a special effects masterwork that you should definitely check out in theaters and hopefully enjoy. So guys, thanks very much for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.